how many snails? I went walking and I wondered how many clouds were there. How many clouds were big and fluffy? How many clouds were big and fluffy and grey? I went walking to the meadow and I wondered how many flowers were there. How many flowers were yellow? How many flowers were yellow with black centres? I went walking to the lake and I wondered how many fish were there. How many fish were red? How many fish were red and had their mouths open? I went walking to the garden and I wondered how many snails were there. How many snails had striped shells? How many snails had striped shells and stuck their heads out? I went walking to the beach and I wondered how many starfish were there. How many starfish had 5 arms? How many starfish had 5 arms and were on rocks? I went walking to the park and I wondered how many dogs were there. How many dogs were spotted? How many dogs were spotted and had their tongues out? I went walking to the library and I wondered how many books were there. How many books were tiny? How many books were tiny and had numbers on them? I went walking to the bakery and I wondered how many cupcakes were there. How many cupcakes had white icing? How many cupcakes had white icing and candy sprinkles? I went walking to the toy store and I wondered how many trucks were there. How many trucks were fire trucks? How many trucks were fire trucks and had ladders on them? I went walking at night and I wondered how many stars were there. How many stars were bright? How many bright stars were shooting stars? I went walking to my bedroom, but I didn't wonder how many goodnight kisses I would get because I knew